So here's a little book that I had a lot of fun making. I love using found objects and recycling, upcycling. I also do a lot of jelly printing. So you'll be able to see a lot of that throughout the book. So this is just really a piece of cardboard that I stripped one of the layers of paper off of, and you can see the corrugation. And I painted it and then layered a lot of papers, jelly printed papers that I had, and found objects. This is something I found, rusty. I love rusty bits and twine and some kind of a bead that I've had forever in my stash. So this is the cover, and I just did a simple pamphlet stitch on it with embroidery floss and left these long. I don't know if I'll put beads on them or not. I started this a long time ago, maybe a year ago, and put it on my shelf, and every once in a while I go back and I add some more things to it. So it's still a work in progress. And then this is the back. And so I just had some lace. I also love, when I was going out, I don't go out anymore, but I used to do a lot of thrifting and have a stash of lace that I coffee or tea dyed. So here's the front cover. I do a lot of collaging, put a lot of different papers on, and then paint over them and just keep layering and layering. And this is, again, a lot of use of my different kinds of painted papers and jelly prints, and then a feather that I found with bits and pieces of paper collaged on. And there's a little pocket here. It's from a game that I found. It's some kind of an art game. So it's got different pieces of art on each little card, and then just put a little heart on the back from one of my painted papers. And doodling, just different kinds of doodling. I have blank pages in here as well, where whoever ends up using it, I don't know if I'll keep it or not, will be able to write or doodle. And then just scraps of paper that I wrote a little saying on. With the sun in her face, she ran toward her future. Just something funky to put in there. And again, it's just some doodling and fun. If I end up giving this away, then it'll give people an idea of what they can do in it. Just, sometimes I just pull things out of my journal and my art journal and stick them in here, different things. I think I did start writing something. And like I said, there are some blank pages in here, jelly prints, and little pockets with little tags and cards and pieces of paper to write on. And that's pretty much it. It's just a little journal that has little thises and that's in there. Again, just little tuck spots here and there to put things. Even just some paper bags. I love brown paper. So maps, I also have a lot of maps, so I often stick those in, and they're fun as a background. So a lot of times when I'm doing a journal, I'll stick a lot of, dark pieces of paper in. This is a really fun thing that I did with some texture paste through a stencil. So this has got a lot of texture on it, and it would be fun. And then just a little tuck spot there from a piece of book page. If I'm doing things in a journal sometimes and I use a lot of recycled paper, I will just cover it up with gesso. So, even if it's a dark background, this is another tuck spot, even if it's a dark background, I can, go ahead and slap some gesso on there and begin my painting. Envelopes, I'm always using envelopes. So this is the window from an envelope, and just a piece of jelly printed paper that I folded up, and the inside's sort of light color, so could write something on the inside, and then using some book pages, be kind, and it's just something to stick in there. I love little pockets, sticking things in. It's just some scrapbooking paper that you could write on, and I think that's it. Just pretty much the same thing, but it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed making this. Little scraps of fabric can be used, and I think there we go. There was one more little tag that I used. So it's a little cut out burlap and different pieces, and then there's some handmade paper and different things. And in the event that I do give it away, I just took a piece of paper and handmade book by my name. Stuck it in here. I'm doing this sort of backwards, and that's it. So, like I said, it's just a fun little book that I made, and I'm really pleased with it. I don't know that I can give it away just yet. Maybe someday I will. But I really love the cover. That's, I think, my favorite part of the book. I love how this turned out.